Hi 10th graders, it's that time of year for you to select courses for next year. In 11th grade, it is important for you to select the required classes that are needed not only for graduation requirements, but also for meeting any of your post-secondary goals. We're going to walk you through some of the steps and some of the things that you'll need to know to make sure you are picking the right classes and making the best decisions possible. Let's get started. It's important for you to know what your graduation and college requirements are. The UC-CSU A through G requirements are the requirements for the University of California and California State University college systems. They're a standard that we tend to go by, but it's important that you look at the requirements for all colleges that you are interested in to ensure that you meet the minimum requirements for any college that you plan on applying to in the future. There are some big differences between the graduation requirements and the UC-CSU A through G requirements. One of those differences is with math. Your graduation requirements do require that you have 20 credits of math, up through at least integrated math 2. The A through G requirements require that you must complete at least integrated math 3, which would give you your 30 credits, and they recommend actually that you have 40 credits. The other area that is different is that language other than English is a required course for A through G requirements, whereas it is not required for graduation requirements. In addition, it is important to look at what college prep elective you are taking. Whereas we offer a lot of different electives, there are certain classes that will give you that specific college prep elective for A through G requirements, or you can satisfy that by taking something in excess of the above listed courses as well. Another big thing that we want to make sure you understand is that all A through G requirements must be passed with a C grade or better. In selecting courses for 11th grade, it's important for you to know which classes you must take. All students must take an English class in 11th grade. This can be at either American Literature, Honors American Literature, or AP English Language. In addition to your English class, you must also take U.S. History or AP U.S. History, which is linked with Honors American Literature. We also recommend that you look at your course history and credit status and take any additional courses needed for graduation and your college requirements. Now let's hear from some of your teachers.
So the main differences between Honors American Literature and American Literature are that we go through more material in Honors American Literature and in more depth within each unit. And so therefore we have to go at a faster pace. So students have to be able to keep up with that pace. So to be successful in Honors American Literature, we encourage all students to give it a try, but you need to be prepared and very focused in class, and you have to have a strong work ethic. You need to do all of the readings, all the classroom work, self-advocate if you're struggling any issues you're having in class. And we also recommend that Honors American Literature that you get at least an A or a B in your freshman and sophomore English classes, and that'll help you be more prepared for honors.
Yes, APEL is an AP class that I believe every student should take. It's again 18 weeks. There's going to be 18 to 20 on-demand essays. Most of the writing is done in class. It is challenging and a lot of on-demand writing, but the work is well worth it. It's the type of writing that you're going to do in college. We also do a modes writing project where we're going to look at like XPOS. We're going to do some XPOS writing, and we do a satire unit at the end with a video. It's kind of fun. Students like that, but it's a great class and highly recommend it.
So I took APUSH as a junior last year, and it's definitely a pretty tough class. The workload's pretty heavy. We have about 1 hour a night of reading probably on average, and you're quizzed on it and tested on it, and basically the reading is just the overall U.S. history material. And on top of the quizzes and tests, we have a lot of like essays as well. So we have like document-based questions and free response questions, which are generally geared more towards critical thinking so that you can prepare for the AP test.
Okay, so my sophomore year, I took Calculus AB. I really liked it. My teacher helped me see the real-world applications of calculus, and that was really cool. And then the next year, as a junior, I took Calculus BC. Once again, my teacher was awesome. Both classes, they work kind of hard. I know BC is based as like 60% off of the material from AB, but both experiences were really rewarding, and I know if I take it in college, I'll be really prepared. So I'm taking stats this year, and I really like it. Through my experience, I don't think the concepts are as hard as just calc, but it might be a little bit more tedious with all the numbers that you have to enter into your calculator. One thing that I really like about stats is I think it's useful no matter what field or major you're going to go into in the future. So whether you're going to be going into business or finance or law and medicine, I think everybody is eventually going to be working with numbers and statistics. I think it's cool that I can go onto any news site or magazine and I'll see graphs and I know how to interpret it. So I think that's awesome.
So biology is a class I think that every student should take because it directly relates to your own body and how your own body works. Things from as small as at a cellular level all the way up to, whole organ systems like your nervous system or your hormones and your endocrine system. It's just a way of better understanding why your body is doing what it is.
Fun.
So marine science is dealing with the physical aspects of the ocean. And so we'll look at ocean currents, waves, plate tectonics, and features like volcanoes and earthquakes and tsunamis and El Nino. And then zoology is more about animals. And so we're dealing with single-celled animals all the way up to multicellular animals. And so it's a pretty fun class to get to see a wide range of animals that maybe you didn't even know about.
After taking the first 2 years of Spanish here at WestU, I definitely recommend going on to 5, 6, and 7, 8. You learn about the culture of Spanish-speaking countries as well as learn to speak the language itself. It's definitely valuable information, so strongly recommend continuing on. It was a really fun class. Taking AP Spanish here at WestU is definitely one of the best academic decisions I've made. The class itself was so much fun. We learned how to hold a conversation. We learned different things culturally about Spanish-speaking countries. Just a lot of information that I think is going to take me far, both in school and outside of it. Geographically, where we are in San Diego, I think it's very important to learn how to speak another language, especially Spanish. So I'm definitely glad I went on, and taking that class was a really good experience.
Now that you know what classes to take for next year, I will walk you through how to check your graduation requirements on Synergy. Students can check their graduation status and student course history by logging into Student View or Synergy and selecting Course History on the left-hand side. From this page, students can see what they've completed in a particular subject area, what's in progress in yellow, and what is still remaining in gray. For instance, as a current 10th grader, you should have completed English last year, which would be the 10 credits completed. You could be in the English class right now, which is why you'd have 10 credits in progress, and then 20 credits are still remaining because you need to take English every year throughout high school. If you wanted to view this in a table format, you would select On Detail, and you would scroll down, and you can see all the subject areas with the credits, the amount required for credits completed, what's in progress, and what's still remaining. The remaining column is a great way to help in deciding what courses you're going to take for next year. It's important to satisfy all your graduation requirements as well as any A through G requirements needed. In addition, students can select Detail On for their student course history and select High School as their school type, and you can view every class that you've taken throughout high school with the grade. This is incredibly important if you're waiting for any grade changes or grade updates from any teachers. In addition to this information regarding your credits, you can also view your GPA on the top right side of this page. The academic GPA is including any AP or honors weighted credit. Your eligibility GPA includes your GPA from PE and service learning classes like academic tutor. And your unweighted GPA is your academic GPA just without the grade bumps or the GPA boost from AP or honors classes. All course request materials can be found online through the Westview Counseling Canvas course and our Westview Counseling website. By clicking on the course information and course request materials link, you'll be directed to a Westview course registration newsletter, which provides links to all of our important dates, appointment links with counselors, as well as recorded videos. You also have four-year plans, sample four-year plans, as well as all of our course catalogs and profiles and course offerings for this upcoming year. I encourage you to check out the course profiles, where you can learn more about our courses and through podcasts and various resources that teachers have provided to make sure that you are making an informed decision in your class selection. In addition to the course profiles, we also have other resources in helping you to actually select your courses. You have these instruction sheet on how to go about selecting courses in Synergy, as well as any course request worksheets you may need to use in selecting your courses for next year to ensure that you are selecting 8 courses and those that are required for your grade level. At Westview, we have so many wonderful electives to choose from. Here's a video that highlights just a few.
So some good electives for people to take who are interested in business would be marketing, econ, and business management. Business management deals with a lot of things that involve going out and talking to people and actually being in a business and getting a feel of what it feels like. Marketing, on the other hand, involves a lot of speaking skills, a lot of standing up presentation skills, and it teaches you a lot of things about other businesses and how marketing works as an aspect, a real important aspect in the business world.
Okay, graphic design is exactly what it sounds like. You just create designs, logos, things, just using Illustrator and Photoshop. And these are really like in-depth courses, and each project focuses on like different parts of design, all different categories. And this can help you like form a small business. You can create your own logos, make people want to buy your products, things like that.
I would recommend drawing and painting and ceramics because both the teachers for both classes really teach you all the skills you need, even if you don't know anything about art. They will go through it from basic to advanced and teach you the steps you need to progress. And so I did not know how to do any art, and I feel after I took those classes I can figure out how to do it, and I'm more skilled in it now, I guess.
Photo is a very fun elective where first you get to learn how to use a film camera and develop your negatives in the darkroom, and then after that learn how to use a digital camera and edit your pictures in Lightroom and Photoshop. You get to be really creative, and it's a really fun environment because everyone's just kind of working together, and the teacher is a lot of fun. You have to take some pictures outside of class, but it's a really great experience and I'd recommend it to anyone.
So broadcast journalism is an elective class that teaches you the basics of news reporting. The class is really fun. You get to work with a group of people and create segments that air almost every week during homeroom. The skills you learn are how to operate a camera, how to properly write a script, how to report and piece together a story, and lastly, how to use an editing program called Final Cut Pro. You have to do a lot of work outside of the class in order to find stories that are interesting and stories that you can create a segment on. Overall, it's a really fun class and I highly recommend it.
Choir is an elective class. There's 3 courses for main people, and it's beginning choir, concert choir, and bella voce, which is the advanced choir. I've been in choir for all 4 years. I love it. It's a great way to express yourself. You learn the basics of music theory. You learn how to sing in beginning choir.